Hi friends, in this session I am going to show MongoDB index operations, how we can create index in MongoDB, how to drop the index and different types of index available in MongoDB. So I am going to RoboMongo. I have created employee table. By default, whenever we create a collection in MongoDB, it creates a unique underscore ID index. It creates an index underscore ID field. If we are not storing any value in the ID field, it takes the object ID value and inserts. If you are trying to insert existing object ID, it will throw duplicate because it is a unique key. Example, I will copy this index value. If I try to insert one more document, I will create db.employee.insert. I am going to insert single record. So ID is underscore ID colon object ID, and if I am giving some first name, first name Rahul. So when I run this, see we are getting duplicate key error on underscore ID field. So by default MongoDB whenever it creates a collection, it creates a unique field or primary key like that for a particular table. It's underscore ID. So we cannot use same ID again to insert in the table. So similarly, if I want to create index apart, if we want to create index, we can do that. So how we can create is db.collectionName.createIndex. .createIndex. If you are not passing any name, it takes the field name whatever we are passing in the create index table. So if I am giving first name colon 1, if I am creating index with the first name, I am not passing any name to the index, so it creates the name whatever I am passing underscore 1. So if I run this, it's saying first name is not defined. See, now it worked. Sometimes we are getting that, but see, before creating the index it was 1, after creating it was 2 index are there and it created the index. If I refresh, I can see the new index. See, first name underscore 1 is created. If I want to give some name to my index, I can pass using name attribute. I'll delete this index. So to delete, I have to use drop index, and I need to pass the index name whatever I have created. In my example, it is first name underscore 1. Underscore 1. See, now the index is deleted. If you refresh, the index is deleted. So if you want to, there is no edit option. We have to drop and we have to create the new index. If I want to create again, I can use create index. If I want to remove, I can remove. So now I am going to create index with some name. Create index. So I am going to pass first name colon 1, and I am giving this time name as first IDX index. So when I run this, it should created one more index with the name first IDX. If I refresh here, I should be able to see. See, the index name is first IDX is created. If I am not passing, it will just use whatever the fields I am passing underscore 1. We can create, currently I have created an index on a single field. If I want, I can use multiple fields. I can create the index. We can create index on multiple fields also. If I want the combination like last name also to be there in my index, I can use last name colon 1. If I'm not passing any name to the index, it uses first name underscore 1 underscore last name underscore 1. If I run this, see, one more index is created. The name is first name underscore 1 and last name underscore 1. So we can create index with a single field or multiple fields. So now I'm going to drop these indexes. So dot, or I can drop this indexes. First IDX. Now this index will be deleted. Now I'm going to delete one more index, first name underscore 1 underscore last name. Underscore last name underscore 1. If I refresh, I'll be having only underscore ID index, which is created by MongoDB. So we have some indexes options are available. Unique index. If you are creating index on a particular field or a combination of field, that combination should be unique. If you are trying to create with the same name, it will throw duplicate error. Or if already the collection is having with the duplicate records, it will not allow to create the index. So what I'll do, I'll insert the same employee object and I'll try to create index. View the document, copy, cancel. So I'll insert the first name with same details which is already available. It's saying unexpected string db, okay, underscore is username ID, okay. Let's insert. So now one record is inserted. See, the same record is inserted. If I try to create index on the first name is already available, it will fail to create unique index. So I'll use create index on first name. First name colon 1 and it is of unique, type unique. So when I try to create this index, see, we got the error message saying first name is duplicated. The first name Tom is already available, so it cannot create the index. So what I have to do, if I want to create the index, I have to remove this record, delete the document, and now if I try, I was able to create the index. See, now the index is created. After creating index, if I try to insert the document with the same first name, it will not allow to insert. See, we are getting first name is duplicate, so it will not allow us to insert the data into the table. This is creating unique indexes. I can create unique index on a single field or multiple fields also, like a combination. Instead of first name and first name plus last name should be unique, then I can pass like first name colon 1 comma last name colon 1. That time it look for only both the combinations are not unique. Example, if I say this first name colon 1 last name colon 1, this combination it looks when I create the index. Drop the index. See, now if I try to insert the record Tom and thanks to Hank alone, Hank's, if I try to insert, it will insert record because this first name plus last name together should be unique. So now we are having uniqueness, so it will insert the documents. This is how we'll create unique index. The next one is TTL index. TTL is time to live. If you are inserting data into DB like log messages or system generated messages to see how my system is performing, if I want to store it in the DB, I can use TTL index. After some duration, the log messages are of no use for me, so I can it automatically, MongoDB itself automatically deletes those records from the database. So I'll create index. That TTL index works only if you have a date field in your table. It should be at the top level. You should be having one more date field in your top level. If you are having the date field inside the nested object, it will not work. Or if you are using TTL index on some other field like string or integer field, it will not work. If the data type is date, then only the TTL index works. So I'm going to create TTL index created. I'm going to add one more field, created at :1. So for TTL index, I need to pass expiry after seconds. How much time after that you want to delete this record. So I'm going to add expire after seconds. So I'm going to give 5 seconds. So once after my record is inserted, after 5 seconds, it will be automatically deleted. Expire after 5 seconds. So let's create the index. The index is created. Now I'm going to insert one more record with created. I'll update the existing record. So maybe I'll see this record. I'll update. So first name Tom, last name Hank. So what I'll do, I'll use update to update this record. I'm going to use dollar current date. Inside that I'm going to use my field created at :true. So it inserts me the date object, current date. So one record is updated. See, the record is updated. After 5 seconds, this record will be deleted from the MongoDB, from the collection. So let's wait for some time. So let's check. See, now after 5 seconds, the record is deleted from the table without we are doing anything. When we add the TTL index, the MongoDB itself will take care to remove the records. That is TTL index. Test index. Test index is, if I want to search for a particular string, I can use test index. So I have sports. Sports is a comma separated string. So if I want to search for a particular string inside this string, I can create index on the sports object. I can use while searching with $test. So I'll create index on sports object. Okay. So create index on sports. It's a test index. See, now the sports index, if I refresh, sports underscore test, this is a test index created. If I want to search from this from the sports like running, overall having running, I can use $test text : $search, what are the string you want to search. You should be able to see, it makes our search fast. So overall having running will be retrieved. See, they are having running. So we can make, with this index we can search the string very fast. This is for searching particular string. We can use test indexes. Next one is sparse index. Sparse index is like, if you don't want to create index on all the fields. Example, if you see, if I'm having a record with age which is not there, if I'm not going to insert the age, I don't want to create the index, I can use sparse index. So I'll create one more record, view document. I'll copy. So I'm going to insert and record. James. Last name James. I am not going to pass age. I am not going to pass salary also, or I'll pass salary is 20,000. So the record is inserted. We'll be having 4 records. Tom James. Tom James is inserted. See, I want to create index only on the age field which is exists. If the age exists only, if I want to create the index, I can use sparse index. So create index on age colon 1, and it's of sparse colon true. So if the age field exists, then only the index will be created on that particular document, else the index will not be created. See, now the index is created on the age field. If I go here, if I refresh, by default when I create unique index, for all the documents the index will be created whether it is having the data or not. But in case of sparse index, we are having 4 documents, but still only it will create index on the 3 fields. So when I do some query or search on that index field, MongoDB will not use the index, it will directly do the normal operation. Example, if I sort based on age, see, if I sort based on age, it was taking all the fields. If I want only based on the index data, I have to use the hint method. Then only MongoDB will take only the indexed data, and I have to specify what field the index is, age colon 1. See, now only the fields which are indexed by the sparse index will be retrieved. I can use unique index also for the existing age field. Example, if I want to update this index, first I'll delete this index. So what I want to be unique also. So unique colon true. See, now the index is updated. If I try to insert age which is already available in the table, it will not allow. It will say duplicate value. So I'll try to insert the same record with Tom James instead of Tom James, and age is, we are already having 34, 37, so I'll insert 34. See, when I try to insert, it was saying duplicate key error because we have created sparse index with uniqueness also. So age underscore 1 is having sparse as well as uniqueness, so it will not allow us to insert the same record. So we have one more index called partial index. Partial index will be used for the complex combinations. It's a superset of sparse index. We will be using a partial filter expressions. Based on that filter condition, we can create the index on particular table or collection. Example, if I want to create partial index on salary, like salary is greater than 30,000 only, and if salary exists, then only create the sparse index. So what I'll do, it's on salary field, so I'll copy the column name, copy name, we have to use partial filter expression. Salary colon dollar exists. So dollar exists true is same as parse index, and extra I am using and salary greater than 20,000. So if I want partial filter on salary exists and it is greater than 20,000. If the salary is greater than 20,000, then only the index will be created. First it will check for the existence and then the value is greater. So if you check here, it will not create index on this fourth object. Again, if I try to insert one more record without salary, there also data will not be. I'll create terms with age 38. When I insert this record, so we have 5 records. So the partial index is created only on the first 3 fields. If by default, when we query based on the partial indexed field, MongoDB will not use, because it will not give complete result set, so it will not use. When I sort based on salary, it will take all the results. But if I want only the indexed fields, I have to use int method pass the salary colon 1. See, only first 3 fields are satisfying our partial index condition. Index will be created only on these 3 fields. We can make partial index uniqueness also by passing unique true. I can make it uniqueness also. So already my index is there, so I'll create one more name for this. Partial index unique key partial index already exists with different options. So it's saying already the index is there, so we have to drop and create the index, then only it works. So I'll drop this index. Now I will be able to create. So if I try to insert same salary, this time it will fail. Salary is 35,000. I'll change S to some other 43. Salary 34,000 and name is John. Let me check. 34,000 is alright. Yeah. When I try to insert, it will say duplicate salary on partial index key. So it's clearly saying the salary is already there, and it is because of partial index, whatever index we have created. So these are the different types of indexes available in MongoDB. Based on our requirement, we have to create the indexes. Thank you friends. Please subscribe to my channel.